told him there's some real money in the room.
We rocking?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Derick Groves.
God damn, let's go then. That hurts.
He had a good run.
I love me some Rose.
So, well, Derick Groves is the last person from the Louisiana jailbreak, and he's just caught. He was caught a few days ago.
Oh, damn, Toon.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking you talking about the basketball player Derick Groves. Man.
No, Groves.
God.
Groves.
You said who?
Groves.
Groves, not Rose, not my hooper.
No, Groves. Yes. Well, so turns out he had an argument with his girlfriend, who happened to be the person who helped him escape.
One out of Atlanta, a 5-month manhunt coming to a close as police believe they have in custody the final individual. They're escaping from that Orleans parish as police capturing Derick Groves, the last fugitive from that jailbreak.
My boy. Okay.
And she turns him in to collect the $20,000 reward, and both of them end up going to jail.
Well, you know that's the rap. Bitch, you can't play with us like you think you outsmart the cops, bitch? Yeah. Tell him a crib one day, man. I goddamn me, my girl, police, I had been, called it a domestic violence. You understand? I was having a domestic dispute. You know, that's what they called it. I was just really getting on my girl's ass. That's what I called it. And the people downstairs, they couldn't take it, so they called the police.
Right.
We didn't. So when the police show up at the door, they go to beating on the door. Boom, 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 boom. What's up? I swung the door open. There's 2 police officers. Yeah, we got to call somebody. And I said, well, go, whoever called, you need to go to them. And I slammed the door in their face. He said, we got to call. They know something was going on. And I told him, whoever called them, that's the door you need to be at. I was up about the laws back then because y'all know I didn't have no respect for the law. I was crap. Came to police, I was ready for that action. I always thought I'd take a police gun anyway. Bitch, you ain't gonna get a chance to pull that over nothing. You pull it out, bitch, and be on your ass like a karate man. You heard? Straight up, like Chuck Norris. Now I'm like Bruce Lee. Now I'm like Jackie.
How best?
Well, Jet Li. Now he didn't beat me to that one. Jackie Chan. I'm be on your ass. You understand me? That's what I used to think, but I used to say when I got old, I found that was the dumbest thought I could have thought. What was you thinking? Time the police show up, you always try to jump on and have smart. You don't get yourself killed for real, boy. So these 2 police showed up at the door, and I beat on the door, and they said, man, what's going on here? I said, ain't nothing going on, white girls. It was 2 white police. I said, ain't nothing going on, white girls. I'm steady offending them while they just trying to find out what's going on in a nice way. And I done been disrespectful twice. When I slammed the door, they beat on the door again. But say, them laws, she wrote a case on me. They told me to leave the premises. I came back. They ended up coming back a couple weeks later, and they gave me a domestic violence thing. The people took me to jail. I go to jail, and then I said, man, you better sign this affidavit and tell these people I didn't do this shit. So she signed the affidavit, came out, and the judge didn't want to let me go. He still made me stay there 72 hours. They ended up letting me walk out and tell me don't go back to my own place to stay. Well, that's cool. When they let me out, they came back to the house. They ended up going back to the house, and I said, they busted me again. They said, we're not here for you, we're here for her. Well, what she did? She ain't never been in jail in her life. Well, filing false statements. First she said you did this, now she's saying you didn't. She filed a false statement. She got to go to jail. Oh, she going crying and shit. Well, hell, I grabbed a kid, grabbed a purse. No, I'm scanning some. You ain't been there long, baby. All I know, she just got her food stamps and her check, bitch. And you finna go to jail, too? I just hit a lick. I know y'all wrong. I ain't shit. That person ain't shit. This dog-ass nigga. I used to be like that. She got to go to jail, then she crying like a and all I'm thinking about is going to give me some drugs now. All I'm thinking about, I get all the food stamps, who I can sell them to and who I can get some money for. I ain't Percy, ain't shit, y'all. Well, I used to didn't be shit. I think about all the scandals, but to make a long story short, she went to jail. What that mean? The judge told me one thing. He said, man, I said, man, she said. Then I went to jail again for another domestic violence, just because she had a toe shirt, y'all. Don't y'all know I went to jail for a ripped shirt? The police showed up on the scene. They didn't like me so much. Well, she seen her shirt, had a heart. She's been shit. They been doing something because her shirt ripped. Well, so her shirt ripped. So what that mean? You know what it mean? Turn around, devil. For what? A ripped shirt? Come on, man. Not a ripped shirt. Yeah, again, we ripping your ass up. We know how you is. Well, she not you beat up. Well, I used to be an abusive man. But to make a long story short, she signed the affidavit, and the police said and went to jail. It didn't work this time. I said, well, she coming in, she'll tell him I'm going home. Well, I didn't go home that day. I got 160 days. I said, what the f***? She just signed out there. She said, Mr. Dempsey, if she was lying then, she's lying now. I said, what the f***? I said, damn it. So what that mean? If she lied, take her to jail, let me out. Nah, we did that the last time. You going today. Well, old Grove and this girl, old Derick, the time done ran out. See, it ain't good when your help is in there with you. Oh, y'all didn't catch that one. It ain't no good when your help in there with you, because that's all the help he had. I know, that's all right, man. And then for both of them to be gone, all he can do now is yell, help! My bad, Grove. I love old Grove. He escaped from jail, and him and the girl came up with the best plot to say, hey, this how we'll do it. And you know they gonna catch it, so let's benefit off the catch too. Well, dumb she was. I know you didn't think the people that slow, man. Come on, you already in hot water. You thought you gonna help him escape and collect the money for the girl? Please, the system is not that goddamn slow. Well, if she locked up, she deserved to be locked up. She didn't play her cards right. You know not to accept the money. You get your kidding folks to accept the money. God damn, act like you're least smart, right? I know. Well, you know, it'd be the ones that got the education that ain't got common sense. You got at least have a little common sense out here too, man. If you know, that's how a lot of people get. I stopped getting caught doing dumb shit because I realized one thing: quit doing dumb shit, person. So you won't have nothing to get caught for. Understand me? On her end, it's looking bad on his end more than anything, cause he the one ain't got no help no more. Shout out to my boy old D Grove, man. You's a runner.
He's a track star.
He's a track star. You earned that, man. But your time has run out. Boys.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.